Alright, we're back. Hello and good day, my name is Griever. Welcome to my playthrough of The Legend of Heroes Trials of Cold Steel. Let's see, I was on my way back to town. Yes. Whew! Guess that does it for all the mandatory tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. Same. I don't venture out into highways very often. The two of you sure seem okay though. Well, my hometown is in the countryside too, so I'm kind of used to this. And with all the training Laura does, I imagine this is probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise to be quite manageable. However, what is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should return to the inn now. Should we not? Yeah, let's. I'm guessing Instructor Sarah is still there. We can give our report and also ask her a bit more about the purpose behind these field studies. That would definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either. Alright then, let's head back to town. Yay, I'm done here with this. But I believe there's a hidden quest that I haven't picked up. Since I want as much AP as I can get in order to get those rank up rewards, I'm going to do that hidden quest as well.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Go. All right, let's do this.
Yeah. Right.
Nice done.
My turn. Right. Hey.
Very
We
nice
should keep going.
Laura is best girl. Fight me. Alright, step it. Alright, let's get out of here. Back to town. Right. One of the merchants in the market. Oh, there's an event. Don't give crap by a distant voice. The one paid. What's going on? It sounds like something is happening over there at the market. There appears to be manner of dispute occurring. I wonder what's up. Should we go take a look? Yeah, let's go and see. Oh. Don't give me that crap. This is my spot. I paid for it, so it's mine. I'm the one who paid for this spot. Look, I've even got the permit for it, so stop lying to me and vamoose. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way. There seems to be some question over which of these two gentlemen gets control of this area to set up his stall. The young merchant over there is local, while that merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they're both claiming the same spot. How odd. Permits for the market are issued by the province's ruling lord. So for Celtic that would be... This isn't good. We must stop them. Who are you? Unhand me at once. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything. You both need to calm yourselves. You've been worked into a rage. Ugh. Bah. What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. Sir, this isn't Scooby-Doo. We're having a mature discussion here, and I'll thank you not to interfere. You were about to choke the living life out of him. Since when has grabbing a person by the neck been considered mature? If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like adults. What did you say to me? We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We are currently visiting this town on a field study. And while we are not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place. A military academy. So there are a bunch of soldiers in training. What in Arius' name is happening here? Oh, now look what you've done. Manager Otto. I've been filled in on what happened. I understand both of you have a permit for the same stall, is that correct? Yeah. And both permits expire at the same time too. What's the meaning of this? I understand your concerns, but fighting over it here is greatly inconveniencing the other customers. I'll be happy to discuss the matter in private, but I'll need to ask you both to put your differences aside until it's been resolved. Okay. I guess. Well, that was a close one. Seems like everything's going to be fine now, though. Yeah, I guess he's the guy in charge. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation. Though I suppose I should expect no less from the infamous Class 7 I've heard so much about. Oh? How do you know about Class 7? My name's Otto. I'm the manager of Keldick's Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you. If you would be so kind as to come along, I'll treat you to some tea. Of course he'd be angry by being given a different stall, but if you're local, you would have the opportunity to use another stall another time, at any given time. Once that guy from, let's see, is it from another city, he's from Central, once he leaves, the area will be opened up again and you would have it to your convenience. So you were responsible for choosing as our assignments. Indeed, Principal Van Dyke is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. Oh, it was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful to you for taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. And I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would wind up getting hurt. I'm just glad we got there when we did. So both merchants will be taking turns using the same stall at the front of the market. That's right, both their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing in the space. Eventually, they agreed to compromise where they would each make use of the front stall on alternate weeks. The other stall we reserved is near the back of the market, however, so whoever is relegated there will likely see far lower sales numbers. That's better than nothing, I guess, but still, really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issue of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For a mistake such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. That's true. It's a lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If he can't handle it, the local economy could really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke? The Crudson province is ruled over by Duke Albert, one of the four most powerful nobles in the entire country. But lately the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. A few months ago he increased the sales tax for our market rather significantly. And with a larger percent of their profits being taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like that one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see. Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown us how damaging such actions can be. I've never heard of anything like that happening in the capital. Have you? Tried raising objections to the increase? Of course. I've even gone to Borea hard numerous times to petition the Duke personally. But they always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. If that's the case, the mix-up with the permits may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting they might be getting careless when dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems? I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions. But I will say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh? Unlike the Imperial Army, the Provincial Army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory. So, mediating arguments such as which threaten that status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. It seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as much. That's not right at all. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourselves with it. You need to be focused on your field study. And I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will? So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit then? That's right. I've got a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least I hope you are. Don't worry, we are. We'll do our very best to meet your expectations. Got me a nice glass of water here, in case my voice starts to crackle like it usually does. Ah, nice. Okay, I believe I'm at the mayor's house. I still need to get that. Oh wait, I have a recipe. I need fee to complete that mystery piece. No one has done that yet. Fee or Marquez would probably be able to make this one good. So I'll leave this as is for now. Alright. That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have the duty and the right to uphold, to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control. And as long as that remains the case, there is not really much the general populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of House Abrea. The current head is Eustace's dad, right? So couldn't we ask Eustace for some help here? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions made by the head of a house are absolute. And since the Abreas represent one of the 4 great houses, that old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive as well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the 4 great houses. Guess that's a no then. See you all busy mulling things over. Excellent, excellent. Instructor Sarah? What brings you here? I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group B is not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out. What? You're going to see Group B now? The town of Palm is a considerable distance from here. No, you let me worry about that. You 4 are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Ah. Ages be with you. I'll be looking forward to your report. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn, can she read minds or something? I suggest we return to our room and rest for the night in any case. We still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. Alright, back to the market. Let's see. Lizzie Gibson, who am I looking for? Diamond. Alright troops, how's it going? Are you all learning much out here? For the most part, yes. It's serving as a reminder that we still have quite a ways to go. However, we have every intention of making the most of this experience. That's what I like to hear. I'm actually about to get started on an evening sale here. So I'll give you all a wee discount if... Wait a minute. I think I just had a better idea. A belter of an idea. What might that be? Right. I know you'll all be tired after your hard work today, but any of you fancy having a wee go at running the store for a bit? Why me? Are you sure? Oh, aye. It's fine. This line of work's all about having the skills to negotiate well. So it'll be some good experience for you all. So how about it? It's certainly an interesting proposal. Try it out. If you're willing to let us do it, then I don't see why not. Aha, good to hear. Let's get started right away then. I mentioned that I was about to get started on our evening sale, didn't I? It might be a wee bit tough, but I'd like you to handle it. That does sound kind of rough. The idea behind it's simple enough. At least, all you need to do is give appropriate discounts to make a sale. The amount you discount varies, but sometimes you'll be taking up to half price. Half price, that's a lot. Is it even possible to make a profit by doing that? It doesn't always work out, I even went into the red a few times, thanks to it. But even then, I still think it's worthwhile. Worthwhile enough to even send yourself into the red. Aye, my personal philosophy is that the amount of sales you make is more important than how much you make. The more sales you make, the more happy customers you've got. And if you've got more and more customers walking away happy, then your store is going to have a good reputation. So basically, it all ends up benefiting you in the long run. Fair point. I see where you're coming from. Though there's nothing to say that I am 100% correct. Oh, I meant to say, how do you all feel about handling the store separately at different times? I'm okay with it, but any particular reason why? Well, there's no harm in competing with each other, is there? Think of each other as rivals and try as hard as you can to win. That does seem like an effective way to motivate oneself. I don't know about you guys, but sales aren't exactly my forte. I guess I'll take it as a learning experience. It does sound like it'll be fun though. Can I ask if there's any specific guidelines when it comes to giving discounts though? I assume how much of a discount you can offer differs based on the type of goods being sold. Aye, spot on. I split everything up into fresh goods and processed goods. Fresh goods speak for themselves, really. You want to get them sold out as quick as you can. That being said, you're free to make these up to half price if it comes to it, so we can get them all sold. Processed goods will not expire like fresh ones though, so there's no point in discounting them too much. You cannot sell them at full price, so 20% off is the max you should go. So fresh goods can be sold as much as 50% off, while processed goods can only be sold at up to 20% off. Got it. Here's hoping I remember that. Oh aye, don't be shy to bump prices a wee bit either. Deciding when the best time today, that though is all up to you lot. One can assume doing so all depends on how well we negotiate with each customer then. Aye. Now that's sorted, let's get started. It doesn't matter what order you all go in, but how about you go first? That's fine with me. That settles it. Let's see what you're made of then, Reen. I wish you luck. Thanks. Yes, hoping it goes well. Quest, there's a merchant started. Welcome, welcome. We're currently in the middle of our evening sale. He's more of a natural than I would have guessed. Aye, he'll bring in customers way guts like that. Wow, I don't think I could put myself out there like that. I'm rather worried myself. Oh, his first customers arrive. Oh, are you working here part-time? I almost thought you were a pro with a voice like that. Oh, thank you. By the way, do you have any tomatoes? I need some for tonight's dinner, you see. We actually do have some. How many are you looking for? I think 5 should do for now. There seems to be a sale going on at the moment too. So how much would that end up being? That's 10p Mira per tomato, and I can give her up to half off because they're fresh goods. How much should I sell them for in total? I will give her half off then. Right. That should be good. 5 tomatoes would usually go for 50, correct? But I can offer you them for instead. How does that sound? That sounds fine. I'll take them. Thank you for your purchase. Seems like he's made his first sale. Indeed, it appears to have gone rather smoothly too. Oh, here's another customer. A sale, is it? That sounds interesting. We're offering discounts on all our goods, so feel free to have a look. I assume that applies to this wine as well? Of course. Wine doesn't fall under fresh goods, so wine costs 1,000. Alright, I'll go with... How does 900 Mira sound? You sure you can't do better than that? I'll include some cheese for 20% off. How about this? If you buy it now, I'll include this cheese for 20% off. Oh, that's an interesting offer. Cheese accompanies wine rather well too. So allow me to take you up on that. Thank you for your purchase. That went pretty well. Another successful sale for him. Seems like he's gotten into the swing of things. Aye, I look forward to hearing how much he sold it for. Here's another customer. Oh, the evening sales finally started. What happened to Lyman? He's left me in charge for a bit. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? My mom asked me to get some stuff for dinner. How much are you selling the cabbages for? I need 3, but she told me to buy some extra if they're cheap. It's 20 per cabbage, and they all fund enough fresh goods, so... that'll be so. But if I give she a discount at 50% off, yeah. 3 would normally cost 60 mirror, but does 6 for the same price sound good? So I get double the amount for free? I'm sure my mom would be happy to hear that. Can I have them then? Of course. Thank you for your purchase. And thus Reen's turn came to an end, and the others were giving a chance to try their hand at merchantry. Right. You all had your turns done. Good job, troops. We owe you our thanks for giving us an opportunity to experience this. I agree. I'm sure experience like this will come in handy down the line. Yeah, glad to hear it. The lot of you did well too, considering it was your first time. It was pretty interesting seeing how your personalities affected your results too. Speaking of which, how did we all do in the end? Well, you had the least amount of sales out of everyone, Elliot. You did manage to make a fair amount though, but that also means you didn't really offer that much of a discount. You have to be more aggressive, really. Aha, sorry about that. Next up is Laura. You were a wee bit too generous with the discounts. Making lots of sales is good, but you still have to consider how much you're making from them too. Understood. My thanks for the advice. Next up is Reen. You ended up doing really well in both the number of sales and how much you made. I'm pretty impressed, honestly. With a bit more experience, you could become a fine merchant. You think? You think so? I guess we've discovered another of Reen's hidden talents. Well done, Reen. Being told that by someone with experience here really is impressive. And finally, Elisa. You would happen to have some prior experience, would you? Not really? No. That really is amazing then. I have to be honest here, you almost managed to sell as much and make as much as I normally do. You've even got a unique style that brings the customers in, so there really isn't any advice for me to give her. That's quite the evaluation. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. So Lisa has the skill to potentially become a successful merchant then. I have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. I didn't expect her to be this skilled either. Do any of your relatives happen to be involved in this line of work? Not that I know, no. Well, either way, today ended up being pretty interesting, thanks to you. Yeah, take this. Your wage for the day. That's it, I got a bracelet. Where's the mirror? I slaved for you. You made some good money too, so here, a wee bonus. Oh, come on. Thank you very much. Are you sure? Aye, no danger. You all earned it. I'll catch you later then. Quest a day as a merchant completed. Alright, what the hell? I already have one of these each. Alright. You know what? Maybe I should take a look around some of these stores. What do you have here for sale? Basic items that I may need later down the line. Anything I'm willing to purchase yet? Only 10. Exchange rate is only 10. Shop. Buy. CCF light. accessory 25. Accuracy 25% prevents blind. Nah. I already have one of these each, so there's no point. I don't need you. Oh. Plushy Nation. Sitting Mishi, I have one. Picard plush. Cobalt plush. Very expensive. I haven't seen anything yet I'm interested in buying. What's over here? Honey syrup. I have 10. I don't need any at the moment. Wait. Let's check exchange rate. 10. Okay, why is this stall empty? What do you have? Cool necklace. Prevents burn. Lighter prevents freeze. Stone brooch prevents patchy fire. Very expensive each. Alright, I guess that leaves here. Shop. My citrus bottle. Prevents faint. Prevents confuse. Arts and arts defense. Nothing I want as of yet. Still only 10. Let's go take a look at the Bubble Factory. Right, so what do you have? See? I already have. Right, I need some armor pieces. 10, yeah. Let's see what you exchange like. Still 10. Well, whatever. Excuse me. I'll take it. Any master quartz? No. Well done. Nothing can be done here yet. But in time. Alright, I have an attack, a seal, and an evade on reading for some reason. Laura has an attack, information, defense, shield, HP. Wait, did she have the defense on? Yes, she does. You know, this would be useful. Oh. Perhaps not yet. Oh wait. I already did set them. Alright, well, I guess let's go back to getting some armor pieces. Right. Let's see if I can get some customizations done. Good, good. It also adds evade. I don't have enough to do many of you, but I can do one of you. I think I'll give Arena because Laura already has a lot of damage. I wish I could say about Laura's as well right now. It also adds 2 range. That's pretty good. Anyway. Right. Time to return to the inn, I assume. There isn't really anything much for me to do here. Return to the inn for dinner. The weather, no, I'm not saying that in.
That was delicious. Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were. I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling at Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
So, you want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow, right? Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start. We really appreciate it. Not a problem at all. Have a good night. Good night.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
Reen?
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Ka-Fai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arseid School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Ka-Fai for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest. I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the 8 Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
Yes, but someone with the combat capabilities of Laura would easily pick it up. Or at least, with her level of experience, it would seem as though he's naturally holding back. And he probably is.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Reen's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Excuse me. I was hoping to rank up. I am 4 points short.
Keep up the good work.
Blah. Sunday. Today is Sunday. Ah, whatever. Coincidence. Yeah, your task for the day, the market manager left them with me. Thank you. Field study envelope, April. Field study day 2, assigned tasks. West Celtic monster, highway monster. A large ferocious monster has been sighted on the West Celtic highway. We'd all be Happy if someone took it out. Monster Swatter. Stone Bridge leading to Heimdall on the West Celtic Highway. Market Manager Otto. Yesterday I found a wallet on the floor in front of my store. Would someone be willing to help me find its owner? Willing to find its owner for me? See me at my ceramic stall and I'll tell you more. Lizzie. Huh, even fewer than yesterday. Maybe he gave us less work to do because he knew we were going back to Trista today. Sounds about right. He's a very considerate man. The last train headed your way leaves here around 9 tonight. You get those done quickly enough, you can have dinner here before you leave. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then? Sounds good. Looks like today's tasks are all optional. Hey Laura, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday. Reed? As I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It is not something for which an apology is required. That's not really what I mean. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful to Masaka Fai, to the school I follow, and to the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons I feel it was inappropriate of me to say what I said, so I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there is one other person you should be apologizing to as well. I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself on your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you a question, Reed. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it. I don't think it's a part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. Laura? So you two are friends again then? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt. So you're both simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. Whoa, you did what now? It would seem we've caused you undue concern. Jeez, can we just all forget about this and move on? Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you're looking a bit less gloomy. Margot, we've got trouble, big trouble. Slow down, Louise. It's first thing in the morning and you're about poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyway? You're late. I'm sorry, I just got caught up in the way here. But never mind that, we have big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. Something terrible, you say? What terrible thing has happened exactly? Well, it sounds like it actually took place last night. Two of the stores over at the market were destroyed and all their merchandise was stolen. That's most terrible indeed. A robbery? Oh my. I suppose that means the market might be opening late today. Which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Luis, let's get this place ready. You got it. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tasks, don't worry about after all. Of course. We will be back later. Thanks again. What should we do? I have to admit I'm curious. It's not far, so we might as well just go take a look. Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market then. Well, unfortunately my time is up. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please join me again for the next one. Also, please like, comment and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'm not making this into a job or full-time thing. Anyway, this is just a hobby of me playing games that I enjoy, and I'm uploading the videos to YouTube. But I really would like to get some sort of following to earn at least a minimum amount of to make some kind of earnings to actually help along with this hobby. Video games aren't cheap. They are worth the price, but they aren't cheap. Anyway, thanks again.